My thing is, what motivated you to like jump on this call and like set aside to talk to us about your fitness day?
When I saw the video, I think I saw like a video on Facebook, and it just like the people that were in the video, like the success, the stories that I was hearing, like the results that these people were getting, it just sounded so like amazing, and I was like, man, I've been struggling to like get some build some muscle and to see someone that I feel like was in a worse position than I was, and they already got the results within a short period of time. I was like, man, let me check these guys out, see what this company is about. So that's why I reached out. Yeah.
Okay. And like, where would you say you are in terms of your fitness journey so far, and like your knowledge? Would you say you're at beginner level, you're in intermediate, or like you're at the top and you just want to level up?
I'd say um, at the I'll say the intermediate level.
Intermediate level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like, what does that mean? Like intermediate level?
I've just kind of I feel like I can't put on any more muscle. It's been a struggle as far as like um, it seems like just everything I'm doing, I'm not I'm I feel like I'm losing weight. I can lose weight, but I can't put on the muscle for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. Like I've tried doing more push-ups. I've tried lifting more weights. But it's just like, man, when I look at some of the people at the gym, I don't know what they're eating or what they're doing, but man, it's like they're getting their results, they're getting their gains like way more faster than I am. And you know, I would love to one day be able to compete in one of those fitness competitions, but that's like it just seems so far away, man, and that doesn't seem possible, man. I don't know how someone can gain that much muscle in such a short period of time and make it in time for those fitness competitions, you know.
Yeah. And like, what would you say the biggest struggle is? Because you mentioned a couple of things, right? You mentioned like your fitness. You mentioned calisthenics, right? You do calisthenics, you do weights, and you mentioned like going on a diet, and I think discipline as well. Where would you say is like the biggest challenge when it comes to like leveling up that you see within those four things that you mentioned?
I think probably knowing what to eat.
Okay.
That's been a struggle. Like I feel like I mean I eat protein, but I feel like based off my budget and what I can afford, I don't know. I can't. I'm limited on how much protein I can get. You know how much, and I'm not sure if it's the right type of protein. It feels like um, I don't feel that good after a week of like eating like whether it's protein some protein shakes and certain foods. Like I'll eat a lot of eggs and things like that. But it's not like man. It's like I feel like I'm just constantly either losing some of the fat or I'm gaining the fat back.
Yeah.
But I'm not. Throughout that entire time, losing the fat, gaining the fat, I'm not gaining any muscle. Like it's the weirdest
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. So you just keep on going back to the same place, whether you're bulking or you're okay. And then like, how does that make you feel though? Like knowing that you're putting all that work in to like change your diet and like losing weight, gaining weight, but it still takes you to the same place. How does that make you feel?
It's frustrating, man. It's like, man, I just because I've been talking to my family and I'm like, man, this year I'm gonna achieve this goal of this much muscle gain. I'm gonna win one of those fitness competitions and at the end of the year I'm still at the same place. So it makes me feel like a loser a lot of times. Like it's like, man, what the heck? I just keep telling them I want to do this, but I'm not doing it. It's not happening. So doesn't feel good.
Yeah. And like, where would you say you're at in comparison? Because you mentioned you wanna like do bodybuilding, right? What would you say you're at in terms of where you are right now and like where you want to be, like on the scale?
Um, well, right now, I'm not even good at tracking my muscle gain. Like every maybe once a month, I'll visit this health fitness place where they help you scan your body fat and weight and muscle. Um, but other than that, I have to kind of try to do it manually.
Yeah,
So I'm honestly, I'm not even that good at tracking it, but I feel like the last time I checked, it was like, um, I was like, maybe, I was at 30% body fat. I think I had like 50, um, what was it? Maybe 15% in muscle gain, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay.
Alexa, stop. Go ahead.
And like when would you say you like notice that things aren't going the way like you want to in terms of progress? Like how long is this? Yeah, when?
Um, Man, I think it was about 2 months ago when I checked my what do you call it, the body composition, um, and I noticed that I had lost some fat in terms of like I went from like 35% body fat to like 25% body fat. But then when I looked at my muscle, I lost muscle. Like I went from like maybe 15% muscle to like now down to like 10% muscle. It's like so it's like I'm when I'm losing the fat, I'm also losing my muscle as well. When I'm like
Yeah,
going on these diets, it's weird.
yeah. And like how is that impacting you, man? Because I mean, I'm sure that's not a nice feeling to have. You're doing the best that you can and still going around in circles. Like how does that make you feel?
It's frustrating, man. It's like, man, and then my energy starts to get a lot lesser because like when I'm trying to cut the weight, I'm thinking I'm cutting the weight so that I can gain muscle, right?
Yeah,
If I eat these certain foods, like I'll eat some avocado, you know, that helps me lose some of the fat. But at the same time, when I'm losing the fat, I'm also losing my muscle at the same time, which is like super frustrating, man. And it's like, and then at the same time, I'm getting my energy levels is a lot like I'm more tired throughout the day.
yeah,
The more weight I lose, I'm thinking I'm supposed to at least have more energy, but now instead, my energy is getting lesser. Like I feel like I can't even do basic workouts like I used to.
yeah.
You know.
And like how is that affecting your day to day? Like not having that kind of energy that you want to have.
Well, I work in construction, and so I do a lot of lifting. I have to, you know, bring a lot of equipment up the stairs, and you know, you're lifting a lot of material, whether it's wood or concrete. You're lifting so many things, and man, you know, when you're on a team of like five guys, you have to be able to, you know, pull your own weight. They expect you to. If they tell you to bring the concrete up the stairs, you know, and the stairs is 5 flights. They don't.
Yeah,
They expect you to get that done within less than 5 minutes. You shouldn't be taking like 30 minutes to get up the stairs.
yeah,
You shouldn't.
yeah,
Like a lot of times, I have to pause in the middle of doing my job because I have to rest because I'm tired. Like within 15 minutes of working with them, you know, and that's
yeah,
not normal, you know. So it's definitely making me fearful that they might want to kick me off the job because it's like, man, this guy's taking way too long to move these things around. You got to be a lot quicker than that, you know.
yeah. And I got wow. I mean that must be frustrating, right? I mean the
Yeah.
fact that your job is on the line and it's being compromised by you not having that much energy. Man, it sounds like you would really want to make a change in this area, I mean, it's impacting a lot. Is it just impacting like your work life as well, or is it also impacting like when you like leave the job and like interact on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, I would say definitely on a day-to-day basis. It's frustrating as well. Um, I feel like I can't run as much errands because like especially on a day like this, like I'm off today.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to like do like certain things, whether it be grocery shopping. I'm supposed to go visit some family. I'm supposed to do dry cleaning and all these things I have to do, man. But I just feel like every time, like when I'm on my off day after work, all I do is rest that entire day. I just sleep the entire day. I can't do anything else. I'm so tired from the rest of the week. So
yeah,
I'm not able to do something basic like grocery shopping, because I'm tired,
yeah,
and so now what ends up happening, I end up having to rely on like sometimes fast food. Like
yeah.
I'll for my lunch, I'll try to run to fast food place, and you already know fast food is not the healthiest, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And I mean, like, have you tried to solve this problem? Maybe like on your own, or have you reached out to someone in the past? Like, what have you done so far to like solve this?
I have, I mean, I've signed up for different gym memberships, you know, and I feel like it's just been a waste of time signing up for different gym memberships,
Yeah,
because it makes more sense to have someone that actually knows what they're doing and they coach you and they share with you what to do. I feel like I've probably spent so much money at different gyms and I end up not even getting the results.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so
man. So you feel like they're not giving you what you need in terms of what like workouts or even like nutrition advice, just as a whole. Like you feel like it's not you, like just going to the gym and getting that type of help.
when I go to these different gyms, they'll initially, like when you first sign up with them, they'll have like an initial consultation with you, and they'll say, okay, on Mondays we have this workout class, on Tuesday we do yoga, on Wednesday we do swimming, and then they have all this stuff to do. But I feel like it's not specific to me. It's not custom to me. It's not like
Yeah,
my. I feel like they just do one size fits all. Like they just do it for everybody, and everybody's body is not the same.
yeah.
So I feel like that's why it doesn't work for me long term.
Okay. And that's the only thing that you've tried so far.
Yeah, so far.
Okay. So you tried it on your own and you've tried the gym and personal trainers and that didn't work at all. Man, what a journey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, let me ask you like a real question, right? What happens if like, you stay in this type of state where you're always tired, you're not getting the results that you want? What happens if this prolongs and it's like 6 months or a year from now and you're still going through the same thing? Like, how does that look like and how does that make you feel?
It doesn't feel good. I mean, man, because there's a chance I'm still like right now. I feel like I'm on the bubble as far as my job. Like they're really frustrated with me. Like
Yeah,
I've heard them talk about that they might end up thinking about hiring a new person that can actually like help them finish the project a lot sooner because they feel like I'm taking too long as far as helping build this new house that we're working on. And they complain a lot about me mostly. I don't feel like they complain about other people. So maybe if I don't get this done, get my energy right, get my muscles, I feel like I might lose my job, man, in a couple
yeah.
months.
And I mean, all that stress, what is that doing to you?
Man, it's really scary, man. Because if I lose my job, man, I don't know what I'm
Yeah,
gonna do now. Now I have to worry about how to pay my bills and all these things, and I almost hate to think about it, man. But it's now I really have to get it done within the next couple months.
yeah. I mean, you mentioned a lot, man. You mentioned like like being scared for your job. Sounds like your physical health is being affected and even your mental health. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that about right?
Yeah, well said. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wow. Okay. I mean, on the brighter side though, um, just give me a picture of, let's say, an ideal place where you get to and you've achieved all your goals. I heard you mentioning that you want to get into bodybuilding and enter that competition. You get me talk about like your energy. So imagine an ideal place where you have everything that you want. How did that look like for you when you've arrived at that place?
It would be great, man, if I could have like at least minimum 10% body fat,
Yeah,
and then to have like I've had like a somewhat of a six pack before, but I've never had an eight pack before. Man, that would be crazy if I get an eight pack, man,
yeah,
and then also have like just like really great, like just amazing muscles, like at least like 20% muscle gain, and that would be amazing, man. Wow, to like be at
yeah,
10% body fat and then have 20% muscle gain, man. Wow,
man.
I'll be a whole other animal, man. I'll be like,
Yeah.
man,
And I mean, yeah, I mean, what would that do for you? Being like 10% body fat, having the abs, having those muscles. Like, what would that do for you personally in your life?
well, first thing is I would probably be able to a lot more productive at work.
Yeah,
So I could probably take on more. It would feel awesome if I could help them finish, like instead of having it, because the job is supposed to be only like a couple hours. We're supposed to work a day, you know, but because I take such a long time, we instead of being there for only 6 hours, we end up being there for like 10 hours to do the same job. So if I could have my energy levels, we could get it done within 6 hours. So I have more time for my rest of my day. I could focus on other things. You know, I could focus on you know, the fitness competition. I could start even looking at maybe going back to school, getting a better education.
man.
Um, you know, I could start to look at other things, man. So it'll help out a lot.
Yeah, man. I mean, that sounds like a bright future. That sounds, man, I would definitely want that for you. I mean, I can even see on your face, like, your face glows when you describe these things.
Yeah.
So, like, do you have any, like, support, like, anyone that you talk to about these goals? Like, maybe, like, your partner or, like, a friend? Or is it just you solo?
Um, Now it's me solo. I do talk to like whether it's my family, like my brother, my sister. You know, I talk to them about like wanting to get to a certain weight and at the same time getting to these fitness competitions. Because I feel like it would be a huge help for my entire family. Because I'm the only I'm believe it or not I'm the fittest person in my family. Like everyone else is way bigger than me, man, and they don't have
Yeah,
no muscle or nothing, man, and they're just struggling. You know, mother struggles with health issues like diabetes, and so I feel like I'm like the role model for them. Like if they see me achieve my weight loss goals, I feel like it's gonna inspire them more
yeah,
to focus on their own health. You know, so
man. I
yeah,
mean, that must be inspiring as well, right? Just thinking about you being like the leader of the family and like helping your family to get to a better place as well by showing them that, I mean, I did it. I mean, that must be like motivational for you as well.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah, man. I mean, sounds like you have a lot riding on this.
definitely.
Yeah. I mean, with everything that you've mentioned so far, it sounds like you're the perfect fit for our program, right? I mean, you sound like a dedicated person, and you sound like you want this. And I feel like a lot of people have been in the position that you are right now, right? That have seen tremendous results. Yes, I think this would be like a perfect fit for you. I don't know. Do you have any questions that you would want to ask me right now?
None right now. I'm definitely interested to learn a bit more about the program. Like, how do you guys get these results in such a short period of time? Like the video that I watched, they didn't really explain the actual program really. So I definitely would like to hear more about that.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely like walk you through it, right? Do you have like a pen, maybe, next to you?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, so the first thing is like community, right? So we know that if we want to achieve anything in life, we need a community of people to like help us, right? So you have a community of people that are working towards the same goal as you. So um, yeah, so you have a community of people that are working towards the same goal as you, right? If you log into our platform that I'm going to show you shortly, you'll see that there's a lot of people that you can communicate with. You just introduce yourself, like, hi, this is me, this is where I'm at, and you have the support in the community aspect of it, right? And then there's a program as well in there that kind of breaks down the knowledge of the steps that you need to take, right? Because knowledge is important. And then you have one-on-one coaching as well with someone that will be going through each and every step that you need to take. So that's the personalized aspect of it, right?